the tackle. Still running at the 40. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Finds his target down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They'll go with a direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He unleashes a long one. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Touch pass on the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Sends it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a grab and go for the score.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arizona State, 25.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense making its way onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
Momentum. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The Sun Devils are on the move. To the ground. He's got it again. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Arizona State, 25.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. After the run, now to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Miller. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long. Fires one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop.
Carry is the
Scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his...
ball carry.
and throwing them open.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Arizona State! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He wants to pass it on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Going up top on first down. Uncorks one. He makes a catch. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Fires left, and he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffs.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big two.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He tries to take the top off. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different